Welcome back to another video from our academy on Venn Diagram. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do consider subscribing. In this video, we are going to achieve the ability to find the relation between the items with the help of diagram. So, this concept was firstly introduced by John Venn. Here is our John Venn. So the story says that John Venn was looking through his office window, and what he saw was the colors on the window glass were having their own identity until they were not mixing with different colors. In our case, this yellow was having its identity until he is not mixing with violet. So this color, when it is mixing with violet, is showing the characteristics this part of being violet and yellow. Okay. Now just follow the concept of John Venn and we will try to discuss the same theory with colors. Okay, because the person who introduced the theory also deduced the same theory from colors. Okay, suppose this is the color red, right? And this one is blue, and another one, let's say cyan, right? So what you can see here is red, okay, blue and cyan all are having their colors until they are mixing with different color. So this part here shows the characteristics of both red and cyan. This part here shows both the characteristics of red and blue. This part here shows both the characteristics of blue and cyan. But this part here, it shows the characteristics of blue, red and cyan, right? So suppose instead of colors, let's say red is the group of people who speak English, okay? Blue is the group of people who speak Hindi, and cyan is the group of people who speak Latin, right? So you can say that there are certain number of people here who speak both Latin and English, correct? And in this part here, you can say that these certain people speak English and Hindi. Now this part here, you can say that the number of certain people speak Latin and Hindi. But you also know there is an intersection between all these three languages. Where? Here, right? I'm showing with yellow. So these people speak English, Hindi and Latin, all three languages, correct? Now let's go to our theory where we are going to discuss how to solve the questions. Okay, if all the words are different in a group, then they will be shown by different diagrams. Okay, here you can say dog, group of dog is totally different from group of cows, and group of horse is totally different from group of cows and group of dogs. So these groups are independent from each other. Now here If the first word is related to second word and second word is related to third word, then they will be shown as given. So obviously our bigger circle is going to be human. Okay, and all women's are human. So women's are the part of human. Okay, and we can say that all mothers are women, right? So mothers are the part of women. So by default you can say that all mothers are women and human, right? And all women are human. Now if two different items are completely related to third item, okay, suppose this one is pen, right? This one is pencil. You can say that pen and pencil both are the part of stationery, right? Pen and pencil are the part of stationery. If there is some relation between two items and these two items are completely related to third item, okay, so you can say that two items are related to each other. In our case, pencil, then eraser. So if pencil and eraser are related to each other, so this part will show that pencil and eraser are related to each other. Okay, but you can say that pencil and eraser is the part of stationery, right? This is stationery. Okay, two items are related to a third item to some extent but not completely, and first two items are totally different. So first of all, in our case, boys and girls are totally different. So boys here, girls here. Okay, boys and girls are totally different, but you can say that some of the boys are athlete and some of the girls are also athlete, right? So this part here will show that some of the boys are athletes and some of the girls are also athletes. Okay, now all three items are related to one another, but to some extent and not completely. So in this case, suppose boys are students, okay, but not all students are boys because there are girls also. Okay, so represent students by this. So students who are boys are represented by this, right? Remaining are not boys. Now athletes, you can say that some students are athletes, right? And these are athletes. Okay, so you can say that some boys are athletes, some students are also athletes, and boys students are athletes belong to this group here, right? Boys students and athletes. Two items are related to each other, completely, and third item is entirely different. Okay, so in our case, suppose, what is the relationship between lions and carnivorous? All carnivorous are represented by this. Okay, you can say that some of the carnivorous are lions, right? But cows are totally different. So cows do not belong in carnivorous. Okay, first item is completely related to second, and third item is partially related to the first and second item. Okay, so suppose our animals are represented by this. So you can say that dogs are the animals, correct? All dogs are animals. But can you say that all flesh eaters are dogs or animals? No, you cannot. So we will represent that by this. Okay, this is flesh eaters. You can say that carnivorous. Okay, because not all the animals are flesh eaters and not all the dogs are flesh eaters, but some of the dogs and animals are flesh eaters. Okay, so this part shows that first item is partially related to second, but the third item is entirely different from first two. Okay, so you can say that dogs, okay, these are dogs, and some of the dogs are flesh eaters. Okay, carnivorous. So these part, it represents dogs who eat flesh. Okay, not all the dogs are eating flesh, so only this part represents dogs eating flesh. Okay, but cow has no relationship with dogs or eating flesh, so our cow is going to sit just outside. Best way to practice whatever you have learned is to solve questions. Okay, for that, which of the following diagrams indicate the best relation between women, mother, and engineers? So what we are going to say that all mothers, okay, are women, correct? But can you say that all engineers are women or mother? No, but you can say that some might, correct? So some mothers or women might be engineers. So this represents A. Okay. In the following diagram, the boys who are athletic and disciplined are indicated by which number? So first of all, find out who are disciplined. Disciplined here is given by square. So this whole square is disciplined. Okay. Okay. It doesn't matter how that Venn diagram is looking. Okay. We just need to find out what is overlapping. Okay. So athletic circle. Circle is showing athletic. So athletic is this. Now tell me where red and violet are intersecting. So this part here, that is 2. In the following figure, a small square represents the person who know English, triangle to those who knows Marathi, big square to those who knows Telugu, and circle to those who knows Hindi. In the different region of the figure from 1 to 12 are given. Okay. So how many persons can speak English, Hindi and Telugu? So basically you need to find the intersection between English, Hindi and Telugu. Say English is this. Okay. Hindi is this. So the intersecting part is only this much. Right? But Telugu, this part, Telugu. So the only intersecting part is this, that is 2. Okay. Now solve this question. Okay. Square or a rectangle represents married people. People who live in joint family are represented by circle, and school teachers are represented by triangle. So tell me by which letter the married teachers who live in the joint family. It means they are teachers, married and joint. So you can say that intersection of all three, triangle, square and circle, that is Q. Okay. By which letter the married people who live in the joint family but not are school teacher. So you just need to exclude school teachers. Okay. So married people and joint family. Here married peoples are this. Okay. And joint family is all this. So you can say that this part here represents married people who live in joint family. But tell me whom to exclude. You need to exclude school teachers. It means we need to exclude Q. So this part was containing Q and S. So remaining part is S. Okay. Now by which letter the people who live in joint family but are neither married nor teachers. So first of all, find the joint family, that is our circle. So in that circle there are T, S and Q. Now they are saying neither married. So you can say that whoever is in square is married. So if you remove the square, you are going to remove S and Q. So the only people left are T. Okay. That's the completion of this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you and have a nice day.